What's happening, everybody? John Ramdeen and Robin Black in downtown Toronto here at the famed Massey Hall, the site of the open workout for UFC 206. And one of Toronto's favorite sons, Misha Cirkunov, will be in action on Saturday night as he headlines the prelims against the very dangerous Nikita Krylov. And we saw Misha Cirkunov on the stage at the open workout. We know about his jiu-jitsu background. We know about his judo background. He is a master grappler. He understands he's a work in progress. People feel that his striking may not be to the level it needs to be. What does Misha need to do to make sure that he is on par with the rest of the guys at 205 pounds in the stand-up department?
You know, I think that is the question, because you can see his potential, championship level potential. And we love Misha. He's been a part, you know, of the future of fighting and now the present of fighting in Canada. And it's great to see him having that support and an extra push from the UFC. And you're excited for that. But, you know, he is surrounded by a team of people who don't, he is his head coach.
Right.
He doesn't have leadership. So you're afraid of the nature of the yes man that is part of the evolution of a fighter. And, you know, when you see Misha train, you know, some of the fundamentals have not progressed to the level of his grappling, his judo, his dominant jiu-jitsu top game. Now he's made up for those in his understanding of range and his beautiful timing. He's adapted. But you still want to go back and you want to have somebody be honest with him and say, you don't just want to beat Krylov, you want to be the world champion. And to do that, we need to go backwards a little bit and improve your root fundamentals. And I think he can beat Krylov. I think he has the skills with the package that he is now. I think he can do it. But you hope after that they go back and say, let's do 100,000 jabs and let's do 100,000 1, 2, 3s, because when you're hitting mitts, that's when you're supposed to look your very best.
One of the things we know about the mixed martial arts game, the fight game in general, there's a lot of ego involved. Some people, especially when you're fighting at the UFC level, everybody expects this is the NFL level of mixed martial arts, the NBA level of mixed martial arts. Shouldn't you already have those skills? And I would imagine it can be damaging to your pride and ego to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, even to say that to somebody as talented as him in a gym where everybody's celebrating him, to say, hey, Misha, why don't we work a little bit on the turn of that jab? Nobody wants to say that to you. But this isn't weird in sport of any kind. There are guys at the highest level. You talk about basketball. Their three-point shot is amazing, but their dribbling is a 97 out of 100. Or their passing game is a 99 out of 100, but some other aspect. Or their fitness. This is normal, especially when you have certain attributes that are as good as his grappling and his wrestling and his judo and his top game and his physicality and his mindset. He's developed into a really well-seasoned fighter. So many of the things are there. The discussion starts to be, when thinking about championship level, is do we focus on our strengths or do we just nut up and focus on those weaknesses? Either way, this guy has the potential to be the 205-pound champion, but the decision process from here is going to dictate whether or not that can happen.
It certainly is a time of change at 205 pounds in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Misha Cirkunov will go into UFC 206 with a lot of pressure on his shoulders.